3. This is how I'm showing like how we do it differently. So if you've got a scan and actually you've got 6,000 odd vulnerabilities internally, if we click through to the next one, we break it down like 400 actually being exploited. So all of a sudden, you don't have to worry about 6,000, you can worry about 400. And because we're using all that threat intel, if you click through to the next one, we're saying 14 used in ransomware attacks. So you can suddenly worry about 14 instead of 6,000 and dramatically improve how secure your business is.
And 14, that sounds like a ticket I could put in, and like a pretty average-ish engineer could probably like wipe those out in an afternoon.
Matt, I want to ask another MSP-based question. What does this do for the efficiency and the profitability of the people handling vulnerability management?
So we didn't talk about profitability earlier, but it's super important because, you know, a lot of times MSPs know that something should be done, but they can't get their customers to pay for it because they can't figure out how to do it. You know, some MSPs just mark everything up by like 100% or 200% or whatever, right? And other MSPs use other methodologies, but the point is that they have to factor the cost of their labor, right, and all their other overhead in delivering something to a customer. And sometimes when you stack up all those costs, right, and you like present it to the customer, they say, "Yeah, I can't afford that," and then that just nothing gets happen, even though nothing happens, even though, you know, the MSP knows it's a good idea and they recommend it and they say, you know, you should really have the thing. Right. But you know, if cutting 6,000 down to 14, like all of a sudden, that's something you could stick a price on that the customer can actually afford, and then they say yes, right?
And you've provided service that is going to actually protect them. So everybody is able to win in the situation. You're not taking advantage of the end client. You've provided a necessary value, and everybody's happy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can get lost too in the technical geeky. Let's quantitatively analyze our risk, and then, you know, put together a 400-point plan to mitigate it over 14 years. But and I could have fun doing that, believe it or not. But yeah, we got to make money doing this stuff, right? And the customers have to say yes, I'll pay for it. So this sounds like a pretty critical part of a vulnerability management strategy to really, you know, cut that down to the actual risks that are going to impact the customer rather than sticking in the theoretical.
The true risky business.